Look at this. Isn't that amazing? This ain't Rangeley. It's big country. Wow. You boys must not be from around here.
Nope.
Yep.
We were pretty close 10,000 feet right now.
Oh, I know. I feel it. I feel it.
Into this.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta go a little higher, get sick, and then go down and try and set up camp.
What's up? Oh, jeez. Okay, so we got our spot picked out. We figured we might as well have a view when we wake up. Look at that. Ain't that something? Old Mr. Keith getting his tent up. He ain't sleeping in a hammock tonight. He's changed his mind. I don't blame him. After last night's camping fiasco, what do you think, old boy? Meh? He's not in love with where we're sleeping tonight. He says it's gonna be cold, kid. Because when that sun goes down, all bets are off. Won't be
Where you step.
Don't worry about it. It's Keith.
Find a toilet over there.
Perfect. Built in. Luxury.
Something stinks here. It's gonna stink worse in a little while. I'm not leaving it untouched.
What a freaking guy.
First camp. This is the country we're in. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? And this great big bugger right here. Ain't that knob there nice?
Well, we're getting ready for bed. It's not as dark as it looks, but this lens isn't the best low light lens there is. And then we got Fort Banana there, and then Keith's thing that blends in. But we're gonna have something to eat, go to bed, and hit it in the morning.
Probably ought to dig out some MREs.
I was just thinking the same thing, dude. Colorado, day one begins tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. Morning, Rodman. Yeah, I know you got your
Liquid tar.
liquid instant coffee. Having a good time with that, are you?
My God.
This is the grossest thing in the world.
Juan Valdez would be beside himself.
Making coffee. Mine doesn't have as much water, so it's probably not going to be as good. But look at that sunrise. This camera does not do it justice. Doesn't get like this back home all the time. Yeah, we slept pretty good. I slept relatively. We may look sleep deprived, but we're actually not bad. Mostly just dehydrated.
Yeah, that's my
Dehydrated, straight up. We had water. We're gonna go do a water run today. Go do a bunch of boiling and purifying. So I want a 50-gallon drum stacked on 50-gallon drum.
Oh, way better.
You feel better?
Way better.
Feeling better?
Way better.
Your instant coffee's how's the little like packets? Probably didn't do shit, did it?
That like creamer stuff.
Not good. Did it help?
It's like a powdered oil.
Yeah, it's instant. It's non-dairy powdered creamer. Like we got the bare minimum.
How do you feel?
How do you feel? Dry.
Yeah, good.
Dry?
Good.
Yeah. Dry.
Actually got some sleep.
But mine's probably freaking going 100 now. It's probably freaking done.
It's not boiling, but
Well, it's still gonna be hot enough. Hotter than what you want to drink. Yep, it's warm.
I want to kill you.
Hey Keith, you want a cup of coffee? Hmm? Put your glasses. I just got that on film. That was funny. Wow.
Pretty, pretty, pretty.
Yep. Yeah, today's gonna be a great day, but we're gonna have some coffee and then figure out what we want to do the rest of our lives. Who knows? Out for a walk. I got my pack on, trying to get acclimated to carrying it anyway, because I'm not used to carrying stuff like this. I'm not used to carrying heavy stuff. So, camp's still set up. You know, today's Thursday. We still got 2 days before we're allowed to actually go out and start hunting. Our season doesn't open until Saturday. But we want to start messing around and just get our lungs up, get our feet, break in some of our stuff, find out how we have to have our gear situated, and take a look at the woods, because the woods here are beauty, as you can see. We're starting to learn a little bit. We're getting a little bit of knowledge of the area and learning. But it's great walking. It looks it looks a lot like Maine, some of the mountains that we hike, but a lot less evergreens that are short, a lot less like new generation evergreens. It's a lot of this popple here, and a lot of this little like scrub grass and stuff, and it's a little crunchy, especially this morning. It's probably about, I don't know, I like to say like 38, 40 degrees or so, but it's gonna warm up to like 65 all week. And so we got some mule deer and stuff kicking around as well, and hopefully I can show you guys some of them. I've never seen one. I've never seen an elk. I actually saw my first buffalo on the way here. It was a farm buffalo, but it's a buffalo. So we're just gonna poke around, see what there is to see. The other thing is I took a bunch. I had all this really good video talking about the trip, talking about how we're feeling and things we were seeing and all that, the scenery. And I lost the SD card the first 3 days of travel. I can't find it. It just magically disappeared. So you guys might not get to see any of that. I don't know. I'm going to try and... Because if we go out towards town a ways and we get up pretty high, we actually have some self-service. And hopefully I can show you guys some of the stuff that's going on. Be close. I don't know how much internet I'll have to upload. So I probably won't be able to put up these videos until we're in Maine deer hunting. But it's going to be great. This is going to be fun. We're finally rested up too. The trip has been really rough on us. 40 hours of non-stop driving and traveling and sleeping half an hour in the car here and there, eating junk. We weren't loving it. But look at this. Isn't that amazing? And as you can see, not rocking lacrosse boots. We got our more of a hiking boot. So I'll let you guys know how these go. We'll give you kind of an opinion on them. I'm wearing Ace Solos. Keith's got a different kind, and Dad's got a different kind. So we're all rocking different kinds of boots. But if we get any amount of water and stuff like that, we did bring our lacrosses, because gotta leave lacrosse boot prints on the Rockies, right? But anyway, so we'll go see what they think. Man, is it crunchy?
The rain tonight will take care of that.
We're getting rain?
A chance of thunderstorms.
Cool.
Thunderstorms start out rain, maybe switch over to snow, they were saying yesterday.
What do you think about all this?
I think
the woods?
Yeah, it's pretty nice in a lot of spots. I think if we could find some good high undisturbed grass, it'd be nice.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, like that in that bowl over there. I really like that one. Screams at us. But we want to go out the end of this ridge and look off to the west a little bit and see what the deal is. And everybody says north and cold timber, but we'll see.
We'll see.
I think if you had a little bit of snow on the ground, oh, we're gonna have some fun.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be like
That'll be our forte if we can track.
We can just.
Well, we're excited. It's gonna be a good time, and you guys are gonna. If you guys haven't done any of this stuff, you're gonna be learning right with us because this is our first time out here, and let's go hunting. Yeah, on Saturday anyway. Let's go scouting. It's always important to go learn. Anyway, see you in a bit. We're in the steep country now, baby. Look at this. Getting used to it though, it's not too bad. Well, it probably took us, there's probably a trail that's 100 yards down right there, and it probably took us a couple minutes to get up here. It's just going real easy. So I think that after a few days of doing this, you're gonna be able to tame this stuff, no problem. It's mostly just being able to have your lungs catch up with the amount of air and your heart rate. That's gonna be the biggest. But no problem.
Keeping your blood thin.
Yeah.
Lots of water.
Lots of water and just work it.
Even a little salt will help with your circulation.
Yeah. I see now the logic in the boots, right? Because one of the things that, so far, what I've noticed about these boots being semi broken is that they're loud because the treads are kind of hard. So it kind of, and of course the ground's really compact here because it's this hard reddish clay stuff. And
you break the sticks when you step.
Yeah, and they don't flex at all. So when you step, you really crunch whatever's underneath you. But when you're on this stuff, you get some ankle support, you know? Lacrosse boots, they're rubber. So you're not getting a whole lot of support side hill. And that's why lacrosse boots, when your feet sliding back and forth, they suck.
Not good.
But these, for this, is great. Like, when you stand, you're locked in.
Right.
Like, your ankles lock you right in. I could stand here all day easily.
Yeah, on a side hill.
Yeah.
It's like being on a roof.
And of course, this is a 45.
Yeah, like a hoof.
It doesn't really look like it, but this ground is a 45 degrees. As soon as you start getting any vertical, you're really climbing. So
this is a kind of western face, and there's a fair amount of grass in here. I can't wait to see what a northern face. Everybody says they're on the northern faces and stuff. I can't wait to see what kind of grass situations in one of those. We got to try one of those next.
Yep. So we're gonna go take a little look around. We'll probably get some water processed up for us, and then we're gonna go check out another kind of hill.
We can lighten up on the clothes. It's supposed to be hotter.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna ditch a layer. I'll bring it with me though, just in case you get sweated up and you get cold. Layers. This is basically the ocean, but for hunting. This is serious stuff. Try not to make it, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, you guys could, a little bit of walking and stuff, as long as you get the right gear, you come out here and do this, no problem. You just gotta go easy and plan. Have a plan. Yep. There's all these little game trails cut into the hill, because they don't want to walk up and down either. Can't blame them.
Yep, that goes around.
We're going over there. Maybe. Well, we're out here driving around, trying to find a nice spot to go. And we started noticing that all the trees are knocked over. Like, look at this. And they're green, like they're not that old. Like, all these were smashed and carried down. And it's because in the winter, there was a snow avalanche. That whole valley is cleaned out all the way down to the bottom, and the snow went down through the brook and all the way out. It was some horrendous amount of snow.
500 yards.
Oh yeah, it's a freaking mile. Look at that. You can see where it freaking let go, and oh my, smashed everything.
Came from the top all the way down here.
No kidding.
And went woof, and then woof, and woof down all the way.
Wow.
Isn't that?
Look at that. Knocked all these trees over. They still got green leaves, guys. What does that tell you? You want to see this. All these trees are smashed. Down in through the bottom there. See that? They're all laid down all the way. That would have been impressive to be standing up there and watch it come down.
Yeah.
That you'd have been shaking in your boots.
Oh,
okay?
Wicked.
Well, we parked the truck, found a spot that we may want to throw up camp, and now we're just gonna start checking the area. It's full of all these nice little green humps out here and stuff. So, and if you start getting back in the woods, there's some moisture. Because one of the problems is this ain't good to eat, but there's all kinds of nice greenery on the inside, on the north side of all the hills, where it doesn't get the sun, won't bake it quite as bad, and that's where the snow hangs out longer. So we're kind of gonna work our way out to this big cracked in half mountain and kind of just, feel our way around and see what's kicking, because we found sign, like we found rubs and we found tracks and stuff, and tons of mule deer sign nonstop. But one of the things that we haven't seen is any fresh scat from elk, which means they're not hanging around here. We haven't seen any. We've only seen a couple piles, so it's doubtful how much they're spending in areas that we've looked so far. So Dad and I are gonna keep up over the ridge. Dad and I are gonna swing out this finger of the mountain and see what we can find. I think it'll be good. What's the worst that happens? It's just scouting. Gotta learn the territory, don't you? Nah, not really, huh? Says do what Cocoa Puff does, pull in the vibes and shoot them.
When the time comes, you do what you do.
Yep.
Right now, it's like learning access and figuring it out.
Yep. Mostly learning the woods. Because the other thing too is, one thing we don't do with good reason is we don't go into the spots that we know are really good a bunch of days early, right? You go in when you can do something about it. But when you're in a new area, you're kind of forced to do stuff that you wouldn't normally do. Like we wouldn't normally go poking around in great woods, would we? Right?
We'll do that when we get a chance.
Yeah, you do that when it's time, when the season starts. We got 2 days of today and tomorrow left of scouting, and then
just trying to do some easy probes. Just
Yep.
go in and look. See
And if you look, I'm not sure how well it's going to come out in camera, but if you look way up there, you can see it starts getting green right in the center of the camera behind that spruce. It's not nearly as
we
dry.
need some green grass.
Oh,
Some
yeah.
nice stuff. The rest of it's so dry. There's
Yep.
a bed right there. Probably a mule deer.
Odds are good.
There's a lot of mule deer.
That's what I was just saying.
I'm hoping we get them on film.
I'd love to see one. You say they run funny. I'd like to see that. Anyway, the woods around here are so fucking awesome. They're so great to walk through. The woods are just beautiful around here. So,
We'll go get in the big timber shades.
oh yeah, we'll go show you guys what it looks like in there. But anyway. Is it? Sweet. You know what that means? Mule deer aren't that tall. Yep, look at that. It's probably an elk. Last year's rub, but cool beans. Breaking branches off. Cool. Let's continue on our merry way. This feels good. Look at this. This looks like cow, baby. This is primo. One of the things that we're looking for and that we're really going to focus on the most, especially when we're scouting and just trying to get some film, is when you're in the woods and it's day like this, right? And there's no tracks, as far as snow goes, and it's hard really telling. Like right now, if you see this little mule deer track, see that guy? Watch this. See how my track looks really similar to his? You can't say that the thing is right here, right? Because it's been so dry, and it's been, the conditions have been the same for quite a while. So, it's been a long time since they've had snow or any kind of moisture. So this could have been the last couple of days. But it's really hard to tell, you know, the time and how old the track is. So what we're focused on is we want to pick our woods. We want nice open woods with lots of runs, lots of green stuff, a little bit of food. There's not a whole lot to eat in here, but we want to be able to be on tracks. Just like you guys know, when it's snow, if you can't find a new track, stand on an old track, because you know it's a place that they've been, and you may find out something. So it's bright, but stand on tracks, especially if you're in woods you've never been in, hunting something you've never hunted, and you're learning as you go. That's important. No big deal. The more we go up this shelf, the more elk sign we're seeing, so there's a good chance we might at least see some fresher bull work, because this place is loaded with rubs. Loaded. We just jumped a couple mule deer. Couple of nice little bucks. Yeah, the rear one. And wow, they're really gray. Really gray. The rags are probably 16, 18 inches high on the head. Oh. So they didn't run hard though. They just hopped away. So I think we could probably get the power shot and work our way down this way and go boom, and probably hit them. Let's go do it. Look at that. First one. Go ahead. No kidding. Ain't that something?
Old
Yep.
old cow.
Wore right down. No kidding. First wreckage. Yep. Oh. That really doesn't tell us much. Other than those two mule deer we just saw, and then we just found a wreckage. Yeah.
That was her last spot.
Yep. Last bed she made. Maybe we'll find something else. But we made it back to the truck. Conversed a little, shared our experience. Now we're gonna go pack up and go to sleep, because this is extremely exposed, if you can't tell. We're at 11,500 feet, and about 10,000 last night was a little thin for really, really good sleep. So we're gonna wiggle our jerky. We're gonna wiggle our way down the mountain, find a good spot to nap. Rodman, Keith, me, wrap. I'm taking care of your camera, Jimmy. Don't worry, I'm keeping an eye on it. She's safe.
Oh, there's another baby.
Their ears are massive.
Little power shot, I would get right up there, dude.
Oh yeah.
What was another one?
Ow. Ow.
Oh, she's stomping. She didn't like that.
Ow.
Wanted to run, you get a little boing boing and get some action.
Ow.
Oh, there they go. Isn't that a show?
Goodbye.
Good luck this winter.
That was cool. I didn't forget to press record that time, baby. Oh man. Anyway, on the road.
down the mountain.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a cold night. Just to let you know, Rodney. Well, this is home for the next 10 hours. Oh Jesus, this is gonna be a repeat of the first night. Bundle up. Except hopefully not the vomiting and headaches. Know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. Alright, we gotta get going. See you on day 2 of scouting.